Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How's it going today? I am here by myself for now. I'm not sure what's up with Joe. I think Joe is still in snooze land, population 1. But hopefully he'll hear his alarms going off and he'll be joining us shortly. Appreciate everybody from Piper Academy coming in. Thank you, Piper, for sending everybody over. Much appreciated. I will try to keep you all educated and entertained in the meantime until Joe gets in here and he'll talk some Bitcoin and look at those charts. And I asked him if he would actually look at the Chainlink chart because we got some Chainlink news today. We got a few things going on. So we're going to get to all of that very shortly. But first, I'm going to go give a quick shout out to the chat. Appreciate everybody being here. And in fact, let me turn on those comments. So as you guys are chiming in, it'll show up on the screen here. And here we go. First in the chat, 100 Air. Appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you so much. And Alexandra G is in the house. Again, dropping those caps. Appreciate Piper Academy coming on in here. And if you are a channel member, put those Mod Queen emojis in the chat. Put them in the chat. And Jesse is here. Jesse, always. Like, this guy is everywhere, man. This guy's everywhere. Don't know how he does it. He doesn't sleep. Hashtag Jesse needs sleep. And Uncle Jesse emojis in the chat if you're a channel member. Appreciate it. Wix Fine 89 in the house. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Oh, Poyo is in the house. Cluck. Appreciate you being here, Poyo. Thank you so much. Yes, what Alexander G just said right there. Click that. Smash that like. Smash it up. And let's see who else is here. Like, I love it. Like has been pecked. There it is. BC Port Corp in the house. Again, your channel member, BC Port Corp emojis in the chat. BC and I, now, if all goes well, if Joe actually does wake up from snooze land population 1, we will be going over to Joe's live stream at noon. So I will forward everybody over there. Either way, though, I won't be able to stay there today. BC and I have a recording session to keep the education going for the Unlocking Your Crypto Journey series for new people coming into the space. So thank you to BC for that. He rearranged his schedule to help me out today, so I appreciate that very much. He got some sleep last night after Billy Coattails. Okay, well then maybe we don't need hashtag Jesse needs sleep. There it is. Kyle Fields is in the house. Kyle, appreciate you being here. Steve, appreciate you being here, sir. Appreciate it. And yes, listen, of course, Army Piper. Can't forget Army Piper with the graduation caps in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Much appreciated. Like I said, if for those, I know I got people still kind of coming on in here. I don't know. Can't reach Joe. I think, again, he slept through some alarms. Another guy, hashtag Joe needs sleep. But I'm thinking he's still off in Snoozeville. So we will bring him in as soon as he gets here. And like I said, if all goes well, after he jumps in here, he'll look at the Bitcoin chart, hopefully Chainlink chart, and we'll go over to his stream at noon, if all goes well. So we'll see. All right, let's get this show on the road because I'll just have to do it without him. I don't know. So feel free to jump on in the chat. Jesse, you know what? You do take care of a lot of stuff, brother. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You got to miss a show or two because he was saying he missed BC show this morning. So, hey, appreciate everything you do. I think everybody, all the influencers and creators here in the space appreciate what you do. You, Alexander G, Jay Violet, you guys are all over the place and super appreciate you. All right, so here we go. First piece of information here, breaking news. You can now pay for property in the UAE with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Listen, this kind of thing is coming more and more, is the bottom line to all of this. And we're going to actually be talking about another, matter of fact, maybe we'll go straight to that one next. About, matter of fact, you know what? Let me bring that up right now. Here we go. The U.S. Housing Agency, FHFA, we'll go through this here in a moment, considering digital assets as mortgage collateral. It is a must. Now, they're talking mortgage collateral here, but in the help me, Bitcoin conference I went to last year up in New Hampshire, there were speakers, and I put a link to the video in the live chat, not in the live chat, in the description of this live stream, where there were two people talking, Mark Warden in particular, talking about how he sold his house for Bitcoin, which was a while ago as of the recording of that video. According to him, he believes he was the first in the country to do so. So go check that out after the live stream if you're interested in learning more about that. It's about 30 minutes long, but it was really good to listen to his story about that. But again, more and more of this kind of stuff coming right now, as we see here. So let's zip through this real quick. The U.S. Federal Housing Finance Agency, everybody's got an acronym, right, is exploring whether digital asset holdings like Bitcoin should be considered as part of the mortgage application process. The director announced an initiative that via X that the agency will be beginning a review process to determine if crypto might be used in home loan valuations. We will study the usage of crypto holdings as it relates to qualifying for mortgages. So again, whether it's the UAE, who's already saying now you can do that legally over there, or here in the US now, the US is a bit behind the eight ball where this is concerned. That was incorrect. There we go. Right button. Woo. Anyway, and listen, they need to move this forward. And again, link to that video, the interview of Mark Warden in New Hampshire, talking about selling his house for BTC. I think it's definitely a move in the right direction. Here we go. K Diggity is in the house. Automatic Beats in the house. Running real quick to say hey to everybody, making sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, can't miss Tech Man. Cannot miss Tech Man. That's right. Happy Hump Day. There it is. There it is. Awesome. And again, for those who are just jumping in, I can see I got a bunch of people kind of jumping in right now. Joe is snoozing, I'm guessing, because I can't reach him. So he must have slept through his alarm. Snoozeville, population 1. And you know what? Hey, I get it. The guy is up all the time, man. I'll tell you what, he'll send me a message at like 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning. And a lot of times it's him saying, hey, by the way, I'm going to go grab some sleep. He didn't send me that message this morning, but I'm guessing that's what's happened here with regard to this. All right, let's keep this the show going here, and let's take a look at the next news item. Up for bids on The Price is Right. Kidding. Okay, I just showed my age. There it is. Anyway, although I think Price is Right still exists, just different host. I'm Bob Barker kind of guy here. And anyway, so Hong Kong approves its first mainland broker to buy and sell crypto. That to me is huge news. I mean, we know what it's like over there in China. Now Hong Kong, its own entity over there. So, a little bit of a different issue. And BC, anyone hear about the team that spammed XMR's network getting hacked? No, nothing about that. Hopefully, we'll have more information about that. What Uncle Jesse said, smack that like button. All set in the house. Appreciate you being here, All Set. Thank you very much. Anyway, so big news, and nothing wrong with moving crypto back in that direction. And here's the first of it right here: mainland broker to buy and sell crypto over in Hong Kong. Now, next, I want to revisit something that Joe and I actually talked about on Monday. We talked about this particular interview right here. Anthony Pompliano, otherwise known as Pomp in the space, and definitely a Bitcoin maxi, no two ways about it. He basically created, and that's what this interview was talking about, a new entity called ProCap Financial, where they were looking to basically do the Saylor strategy and be a Bitcoin-backed company. And I mean, we just have been seeing, and a matter of fact, on Monday's stream, Joe and I talked about like over 100 countries, over 100 companies already kind of going down this Michael Saylor strategy. But anyway, this was just announced. He just created this. They just raised $1 billion to go ahead and get Bitcoin. And here we go. Oh, wait, I guess I got to click the button so you can see it. There it is. Now, this is when I set up the stream. Okay, so this was within a day of me putting that out there in the last stream. Right here, Anthony Pompliano's ProCap BTC LLC buys 3,724 Bitcoin within 1 day of announcing its $1 billion merger. Okay, so here you go. 1 day in, like I said, Bitcoin maxi. But wait, it's not over. The news is not over with regard to that. Right here, this morning, as I was getting ready to start the show, I happened to be just kind of cruising through X a little bit. And here we go. Today, they've purchased another 1,208 BTC. So now they're holding almost just under 5,000 BTC in a matter of 2 days. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. And this is, I mean, so many companies starting to do this kind of strategy. Again, showed you an entire list of over 100 companies on Monday. And please go ahead back if you didn't watch Joe and I's live stream on Monday and take a look at that. But I'm again, press the wrong dang button. What do you guys think about the strategy? I've been asking it a lot in different live streams to see what everybody thinks about that. Now you've got companies. Are these companies the new way to play around in finance? These guys are, on NASDAQ. You can get them, you can trade them, their stock, etc. And their whole point for being, or okay, maybe not all, but for most of them, their whole point for existence is to hold Bitcoin. And I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this strategy, and especially where Michael Saylor is concerned, the way they're leveraging things to purchase that. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the chat. I'm interested to see. And all set. Sorry, you probably got here after I said it. I'm thinking Joe is, man, I think he's sleeping. I think he slept through his his alarms. Sorry, guys. I know you were looking for the BTC charts. And matter of fact, I had asked them to do the Chainlink chart as well, because as we keep going here, I've got some link news and so on and so forth. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, right now, unfortunately, all set. I think Joe is still a snoozing. I'm still a bit optimistic, hoping that he's going to show up here as we move along and keep things going here. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's anything. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Joe, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe. Yes, I agree. Wait, we'll be touching. Oh, you know what? Was that one of the things we were supposed to talk about on Monday, BC? See, it's a good thing BC is here because I got so much stuff going on. I can't keep it all straight. He's probably correct about that. That is something I think we were supposed to talk about on Monday. Yes. He's here. He's here to keep me in line. Oh man. Hey, listen, if you're just jumping in and you haven't already done so, make sure you're smacking up that like button. Appreciate it. And again, sorry for Joe not being here, guys. I'm still hopeful he will jump in and we will get some Bitcoin charting in today. But in the meantime, let's keep this puppy going. And boom, there we go. You probably heard about this. This is a couple of days. I think this came out right after our stream on Monday. Fed crackdown on banks no longer blocking reputational risk. And now I'm going to guess for most people who are probably watching the stream right now, you're familiar with this. But in case anybody is, one, not familiar with this, or two, watching this on the replay, let's go through this a little bit. Basically, right here, this article explains that by eliminating reputational risk from its supervisory framework, the Fed is dismantling the long criticized barrier that quietly shaped and often stifled the crypto banking relationships. That's true. And it's good to see with this new administration that is slowly going the way of the dinosaur. Let's hope that we can actually get it codified into legislation. That way, if we get a less favorable administration in the White House, we don't have any reversion of what has been going on with Choke Point 2.0 and other things. Anyway, so the United States Federal Reserve has removed the reputational risk from its supervisory framework for banks, a decision that could reshape financial institutions and how they engage with the crypto sector. See, I was right. In the policy update released Monday, the Fed said it is now focused on more specific financial risk discussion versus the vague and often criticized reputational risk metric. For years, crypto firms have argued that reputational risk has been used as a vague and unfair justification to block, serve banks. Wow. It's not even crypto on the rocks, folks. Anyway, basically, otherwise crapping on relationships with crypto firms and banks, often referred to, as he puts here, as debanking. Now, this policy shift, and I highlighted a section right here because that's going to lead us into the next thing I want to highlight. But this policy shift may ease the financial services for companies operating in the digital asset space, many of which have faced challenges, obviously, in the past. And we've seen and some of us have actually experienced that. And it is still going on because I actually have some news showing some of that from Barclays. So stay tuned. We're going to go over that shortly. But here, Senator Cynthia Lummis, and again, big Bitcoin proponent and definitely a forward-looking senator, a huge advocate for this space. Love the way she talks about this space. But her quote here basically saying this is a win, but there is still more work to be done. And she ain't wrong, because again, the actual legislation is what we need. I mean, we've seen the executive orders, and I've said this many times from Trump, and that's great. That's a move in the right direction. But at the end of the day, executive orders can be wiped out when a new administration comes in. So we need laws and on the books that will help to codify things here in the United States and help to move development forward here in the United States. Because let's be honest, it is the United States hasn't been the most friendly space and country on the planet with regard to digital assets and digital currencies. I'm going to just take a quick look at the chat to see if I'm missing anybody here. Username is in the house. If you are a channel member, username emojis in the chat. Put them on in there. And let's see. What is CCM is so wise. Wisdom does come with age. Man, yes, older than dirt. Absolutely. Appreciate that their username. I don't know about the wise thing. I just I'm like that commercial there for what is it? Is it Allstate or something like that? I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Yeah, that's me. So there it is. Yeah, right here, BC, with the regard to the whole debanking thing, right here, and not the only one given that, and we know that there is a bunch of this kind of stuff to a great degree still going on, and again, we're going to take a look at that in a minute, but we need to be having something that makes things a little easier, not only for those of us involved in cryptocurrency, but those who are trying to develop in the space and make this a whole lot easier to get things done here in the United States. Again, I see people still kind of coming on in here, both on X. A lot of people on X. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. And on YouTube. But for those who are coming looking for Joe and see what he had to say about the Bitcoin chart, like I said, I think he's still out cold. I think he slept through his alarm, and it is what it is. You're stuck with me. So sorry about that, folks. But if he does kind of come on in here, we will bring him on. We will bring him on and let him do his thing. So let's see. Wait. Oh, hey, listen, trust but verify, man. Yeah. George Washington, yes. I cannot confirm nor deny that I was there at the time of Washington. There you go. BC, I got other names. I got debanked, just got told. Yeah, well, there you go. On a voice in the space. Yeah, no, good point. And there are lots, BC. There are absolutely a lot of people and institutions that got crushed because of it as well, right? Mike is in the house. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I wish I could. Well, maybe you need to talk to Joe. Obviously, he's mastered it, I'm guessing, sleeping through his alarm. But yeah, like I said, hopefully he'll be here before we wrap this thing up. I'm about halfway through, but we got a couple of other things. Now, the reason I started with that one and ended with the quote from Senator Lummis was because I wanted to bring up this next piece where they mention her in framework legislation that she and one other senator are trying to put forward in the Senate to get through Congress so we can move forward with a good framework for digital assets here in the United States. So this piece right here is a little over a minute long. I'm going to play it. We'll give we'll let them talk about it. They mention the legislation that Lummis is trying to get through, as well as the Genius Act, which has gone from the Senate to the House. And hopefully they'll be going through that soon. And if you have been around since that got passed last week, you know what my feelings are with regard to this stablecoin legislation that's now sitting in the House. I'm not going to revisit that, but let's give this a quick listen.
Joins us with more on that. Emily, good morning.
Good morning, Becky. Yeah, well, CNBC got an exclusive first look at what could be the biggest crypto bill of the year coming out of D.C. Banking Chairman Tim Scott, along with Senator Cynthia Lummis, introduced a framework today for a piece of legislation that would really provide the rules of the road for crypto and other digital assets. Now, this framework includes things like a definition of digital assets, when they would be regulated as a security versus as a commodity. The framework for the bill commits to reducing regulation, and it also says that there is a need for a small common sense package of measures directed at things like preventing money laundering and sanctions evasion. Now, the bill is yet to come, but Lummis, who called for the bill to pass before the end of the year, has said in a statement to CNBC that while the European Union and Singapore have established clear regulations, U.S. continues to sit on the sidelines while the digital asset industry seeks greener pastures. That changes today, she says. The new outline builds on momentum last week when the Senate passed a stablecoin bill with strong bipartisan support. Trump is now pushing for the House to move on that bill, saying on Truth Social that the House must get it to my desk ASAP, no delays, no add-ons. But the House has their own version of not just the stablecoin bill, but also today's introduced bill on market structure. And Chairman French Hill says he wants them to move together before the end of August. So a lot of crypto news coming up on Capitol Hill. Becky?
Emily, thank you. I mean, this has been the problem for.
All right, you get the gist about that. So we'll hold that right there. And like she wrapped up saying, there's a lot of crypto legislation sitting up in Congress right now. The key is going to be to get that crypto legislation moved through to the president's desk, and that way we can sign it and have it in law. That will make things a whole lot better regulatory wise for the United States. Just want a couple of things here, and I love it. Jesse saying maybe Joe didn't set his alarm. Yeah, he maybe he was like, screw Keith, he's on his own. I love Joe. As a matter of fact, just while I'm thinking about it, because we got BC in the chat and Joe, who is MIA at the moment, but this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, it's going to be a chat between myself, BC Port Corp, and Trade Intuition, talking about having reasonable expectations here in the cryptocurrency space. It is going to be the latest installment in the Unlocking Your Crypto Journey educational series that I'm putting together. So make sure you're here for that. I'll be putting out the promotions on X and Facebook and everywhere else for that shortly, putting the last final touches on the editing and so on and so forth for that. So make sure that you are here for that 7 p.m. Eastern time this coming Sunday, right after Billy Goat Tales. Got to be there for Billy Goat Tales. And that's a great question, username. I am under the impression that it is pronounced Lummis, but I don't know. What the hell do I know? I have problems pronouncing Andrea. See, I rest my case. I know she's probably not here right now, but yeah. So there you go. Anyway, so we're going to keep moving on here to the next set of stuff. Now, I've been teasing this a few times here about how, with all this positive stuff coming through the space, there's still a bunch of negative. And yeah, thank you for laughing at me, Jesse. I appreciate it. Oh, and Tech Man joining on in there. There it is. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I appreciate you guys. You guys keep me going. I swear you really do. All right. We're going to keep this going on here. So right here, with the positive comes the negative, right? It just is the way it is. And to the point of the negativity and the choking out of people's ability to get into crypto and be involved in the space, Barclays, major bank, right, bans customer card spending on crypto. They just dropped now, and they highlight here, and right here, this is Coin Bureau. If you're not following Coin Bureau, you really should. And links to everything that I'm showing you here today in the description. So make sure you go ahead and check all that out on your own. Do your own research. You don't got to take my word for it. Hell, don't take nobody's word for it. Go do your own damn research, right? We try to give it to you so you understand. And, she's not even here. And bam, for the win. There it is. Exactly, Jesse. Hopefully she'll watch this on the replay and she'll be all about it. All right. Anyway, so again, they're banning customers from being able to use their credit cards that are issued through their bank to go ahead and spend and buy cryptocurrency, right? But yet, as Coin Bureau points out right here, they just dropped, whoops, sorry about that, guys. Cutting that off a little bit there. They just dropped $131 million into BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. Now, again, you got to remember that they're not going to be dropping it into crypto itself. They got to get these entities and get the exposure to Bitcoin through these ETFs. And here you go, 131 million into the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. But yet, as they point out here, they're banning customers from using their credit cards to buy crypto. And there you go, retail blocked, institution stack. I think that's a good point to definitely expand on. It's constant that we see, and especially as more and more institutions come into the space, where they're trying to control, to manipulate, to whatever this space to their institutional advantage versus to us, the poor people, the retail, dumb money, whatever you want to call us. I don't know. I don't consider myself too dumb, although I have made some stupid money mistakes. But that's a live stream for another time. But anyway, but yet they're trying to stop us from going and investing in Bitcoin. This is why I am a huge advocate for making sure, listen, if you're going to go to these exchanges, especially a centralized exchange, to go ahead and buy your crypto, whatever, buy the crypto, okay? But get it off the damn exchange, get it into a self-custody wallet, and, well, if you're going to trade it, but hodl that shit, man. Hodl that shit, controlling your own keys. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Wait, what's that? Oh, max out those. Yeah, man. Shit. Max them out, baby. Max them out. No, this is not financial. Wait, I should probably put that up there, right? Here we go. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. Just an old guy. Ask username. I was there at the time of George Washington. Just ask. He'll tell you. He'll tell you how it is. All right. Oh man, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Oh, there it is. You're right. I shouldn't throw out like those wide labels there, username. Thank you for giving me a slap and putting me to task. Much appreciated. I will label myself how I want. Yeah, I've been done with money. I admit it. It just is what it is. Yes. Yeah. Right. There was back when Bitcoin was, geez, I mean, it wasn't even that long ago, right before the halving. Oh God, I sound like Bedell now. Anyway, we had Bitcoin like at super cheap prices, man, super cheap prices. I mean, in the long term, I think we're going to think that this around Bitcoin right now is around 107K. Matter of fact, I think I just saw, right here, Jesse put it in the chat that it's now below 107. I mean, and we saw that drop to, what was it, like 99K over the couple of days. And I think we're going to look at this and be like, man, that was cheap. Damn, that was cheap. I should have bought Bitcoin then. And part of why I do the DCA strategy, I do every week, Crypto on the Rocks. And we'll round up and tell you what's going on with that. How's ADA surviving? I don't know. Price wise, it's kind of looking pretty weak. Just saying. But we just had ADA Ace on Hodl the Line Monday. If you guys didn't watch that, go ahead back and take a listen to that. So much great information passed on that particular stream. Make sure that you do that. Oh, really? BC saying he's got a topic for Crypto on the Rocks. Okay, lay it on me, brother. I'm up for it. And Abraham Lincoln, not George Washington. Well, I mean, at least that makes me what, 100 years younger. Oh boy. RFK wants everyone to wear health trackers. What? When did that happen? You know what? I don't want to get too far off track. Yes, it definitely does sound like a drunk convo. Maybe that's what we're going to be talking about on Friday. I like to have at least a base topic, and then we can go from there. You know how Crypto on the Rocks goes, guys, because most of you guys are normally here for that, and I appreciate that very much. All right, let's move on here, because even without Joe, I'm still sitting here jabba-jawing, and Techman saying yes, yeah, you can use your smartwatch. I know my daughter does it. One of my grandchildren do it. I don't know. That's not a me. I don't like the smartwatch thing, but I don't know. Just me. Anyway, I'm sitting here jabba-jawing, and we're 36 minutes in, so I'm guessing Joe is done. I'm guessing he is not going to make it for this stream. So again, guys, sorry about that. If you came here to listen about the Bitcoin chart and or the Chainlink chart, because that news is about to come up right now. Matter of fact, let me bring this up. I just showed you about Barclays basically banning people from being able to use their credit cards to get crypto. And here you go, Chainlink partnering with Mastercard. And bam, that is huge, huge news. And we've seen a lot of different projects teaming up, and not just projects, but exchanges, etc., teaming up with Visa, with Mastercard, in order to either earn rewards in Bitcoin, something I talked about during the risk management series. I told you, and matter of fact, there's a link in the description if you're looking for a credit card that does that. I happen to use the Gemini credit card and get Bitcoin rewards for every purchase I make. So I like that. Easy way to stack sats. I'm buying this, I'm buying that, whatever. And now I can go and get some Bitcoin for doing that. Instead of points, I get Bitcoin back. I'm all about that. If you're interested in that, like I said, link is in the description. But we're going to go through the announcement of this, because there's a couple of points that I want to point out here with regard to this partnership of Chainlink and Mastercard. So basically right here, Chainlink announced, this was yesterday, Chainlink announced a new partnership with Mastercard to securely enable payment card holders worldwide to easily purchase crypto assets directly on chain through their secure fiat to crypto conversion. And we need to see more of this, folks. I'm sorry, we just do. We need to be able to get out of this. The only way you can get your fiat on-ramped is through Coinbase or Gemini or Kraken. And again, I'm not trying to trash any of those centralized exchanges. They have a place still in getting things grown in the space, but we need other means by which to do that kind of stuff. This breakthrough is powered by Chainlink's secure interoperability infrastructure and Mastercard's trusted global payments network, removing long-standing barriers that have kept mainstream users from accessing the on-chain economy. Zero Hash provides the on-chain service and liquidity needed to convert fiat into crypto with seamless smart contract execution. Additionally, integration support comes from Shift4 Payments, Swapper Finance, and XSwap to deliver a next-generation experience which utilizes the Uniswap protocol. I think that's awesome. And then a couple of quotes I want to read here, and we'll chat a little bit more about this. This is the type of traditional finance and decentralized finance convergence that Chainlink was built to make possible. I'm excited about Chainlink's ability to enable critical connection between traditional payments, the traditional payments world, and over 3 billion cardholders in the Mastercard user base, directly into the next generation of trading on-chain decentralized exchanges, bringing people into that environment. And it's the co-founder talking about this right here. And then a little further on, he says, there is no doubt about it. People want to be able to easily connect to the digital assets ecosystem and vice versa. And that's a good point, vice versa, because as much as we're trying to on-ramp fiat into the system to go ahead and purchase crypto, there are times where you need to off-ramp it. So again, good point right there. That's why we continue to leverage our proven expertise and global payments network to bridge the gap between on-chain commerce and off-chain transactions. So you get the point. I think, again, right direction, going in the absolute right direction with regard to this particular item. And yeah, glad to see that happen. I don't know, maybe I need to go give that a shot. No, I don't. Maybe I definitely do. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the chat and see where I left off here. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, everything is monitored. That's true. Going back to the whole potential topic for this Friday's Crypto on the Rocks, you go to the doctor. Yes, I go to the doctor, but that's I don't know. It's a different level to me with regard to going and putting something in you, on you, that literally is tracking you 24/7, 365. I don't know. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right. There you go. There it is. Let's see. What? I haven't been to. Well, there you go. Good for you. No reason to, right? You're healthy, you're young. I get it. I understand. And let's see. Just trying to catch up here. I don't want to ignore you guys in the chat. I love you guys keeping that chat moving, and it really does help to spread this out to everybody on YouTube. And let's see. I don't know why you're laughing at me, but I appreciate you laughing at me. It's all good. They're all set. Oh man. Oh God, we're talking about boiling ribs again. Here we go. Oh my goodness. And listen, I don't mind salad either. I'm all about the meat. You know, give me a good steak, all good. But I also don't mind me a little bit of salad. I like the greens. All right. Anyway, last thing I got for you, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. I didn't even think I was gonna make this thing go an hour by myself. We're 45 minutes, so I'm kicking ass, taking names. All right, there it is. All right, so the last piece I wanted to point out here was that Trezor, because I'm sure we got Trezor users here in this stream and gonna probably watch on the replay. Trezor issues an urgent alert after support form exploit sends out phishing emails. Man, they target crypto left and right. They did this a little bit different right here. So basically, Trezor has issued a high priority security warning after attackers exploited its support contact form to send phishing emails to users. The company confirmed that scammers submitted fake support requests using email addresses associated with real users, prompting the system to send out automated replies that mimicked legitimate Trezor support messages. In a public statement, Trezor clarified that there are no internal email breaches or third-party compromises. Instead, attackers use their automated response system against it. The phishing emails urged users to reveal their wallet backup information, a highly sensitive piece of information, right? And right here, they remind everybody, that the company reminds everybody, never share your wallet backup. It must always stay private and offline. Again, for many, I'd like to think that for many of us here in the space who have been around for a while, this kind of thing would not even like pop, right? You'd be like, why is Ledger asking for my seed phrase? No, they're not going to do it. Not any of these companies, Ledger, Tangent, it doesn't matter. They're not going to be asking for your seed phrase. And if you're getting a what is going to be a phishing email asking for your seed phrase. Well, sorry, folks. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. All right, that's what I have for you today. And again, I'm sorry that Joe didn't make it. He's obviously still in Snoozeville. So there it is. There it is. Let's see. I'm just checking through to make sure that, talking about the temperatures, man. Yeah, I hope you all are not melting out there. It's definitely, yeah. And BC points out about the humidity. That's the part that kills me. You know, the humidity always pain in the ass. All right. Let me give you the updates as to where they stand right now. Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Crypto on the Rocks. Maybe we're going to use BC suggestion as our theme for the evening. We'll see. I still got to put that stream together. If all goes well and I can finish the editing in time, I will drop the latest installment for those who are interested in my senior series. So seniors coming into crypto series, which is basically a bunch of short videos, like 5-10 minutes long, that try to relate concerns and topics that would be related to those who are 55 plus, looking to come into crypto, which is a growing demographic in this space. So if all goes well, that'll drop Saturday. I'm still trying to finish the editing for that. And of course, I will have ready the next installment that I was mentioning earlier in the Unlocking Your Crypto Journey educational series between myself, BC Port Corp, and Trade Intuition, where we're talking about newbies having some reasonable expectations as they enter the cryptocurrency space. So there you go. That's what's coming on for me this week. And BC saying he sent that to me. Save it for Friday. All right. I will do that, and maybe you guys hopefully join in, and that would be great. Love working from, man. I'll tell you what, working from home. So many benefits. In my opinion, outweigh the bad stuff. In my opinion, but again, what the hell do I know? All right, folks, I appreciate everybody that's been here. Thank you guys for keeping the chat alive. I appreciate all the support that you guys have given. Army Piper, thank you again for sending over the alumni to come here and join. Again, sorry, guys, about Joe, but it is what it is. And hopefully he'll be back and awake soon. So stay tuned for him. He may have his own pop-up live stream for that. So, all right, I'm heading out. I hope everybody has a terrific day. And don't forget, Friday night, 7 p.m., I'll see you for Crypto on the Rocks. Make sure you're there. Come on and join us. All right. Have a good one, guys.